Kiki here and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and is having a lovely day, and today we're going to carry on playing Dragon Age Inquisition. So, in the last episode, oh my goodness, so much happened. Literally, it was a bit wild. We met Corypheus, the big bad wolf. We literally met him and it was crazy. He destroyed, well, technically I guess we kind of destroyed Haven, and it was just wild. We found out that we have the anchor, which wasn't supposed to happen, was not part of Corypheus's plan. That was in the making for what, like 1,000 years. And yeah, we ruined that like instantly by stumbling into the room, I guess, and happening to have like disturbed whatever he was trying to do. And yeah, so now we have the anchor. We've ruined it, according to him. So now he wants us dead because we are a nuisance. And then we had nowhere to go.
Yes, sir.
And good old Solas brought us to Skyhold. So that is literally what happened last episode. It was wild. It was crazy. I was shook the entire episode and had a blast. So
Of course.
this episode, we're literally just going to be exploring, talking to all our companions, and just looking around. So let's get straight into it. I think I'm going the right way. No, maybe.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
It's beautiful. It really is. It's gorgeous. Everyone's down there, but the first thing I wanted to do, if I'm going the right way, that is. Oh, whose bedroom's this? Is that Varric? Ah! Yes! Yes. I want to see Varric, and I want to speak to whoever. I think it's Hawke. Woo! Yes. The one thing that is so sad is the fact that I can't just import my Ayla Hawke. This is so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm shook. Okay, I tried to do the best I could.
Inquisitor, meet Hawke, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawke, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I couldn't get the right hair because, you know, it's a completely different game. But I tried to make her look a little bit older. I was messing around with her for ages. I can't even deny it. But yes, oh, I can't believe she's here. I'm so happy. Oh, I've heard stories about you.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
True.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about? There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side. So, then, what can I tell you? Varric said that you fought Corypheus before. Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
Oh, is it reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them? It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Alistair. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
I'm so excited. Oh, this is so great. Oh my god. my god. Oh my god, could you imagine if Alara came as well? Oh my god, guys. Could you imagine if Alistair's there with Alara? And then, like, everyone's really happy. Oh, I can't. This game. It's literally, like, just ruining my heart. In a good way. In a good way. But, okay, so what were you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
Yeah.
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it. Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lium you describe. Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate the help. I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
I'm so... guys, I literally can't. I literally can't right now. I'm so... just... Can we just appreciate this moment? Two of my characters are standing face to face. Could you imagine if Ayla was here? Well, no, that's Ayla. Could you imagine if Alara was here as well? Oh my god. That would just send me over the edge. I can't believe we're gonna... Are we gonna meet Alistair? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh my god. This is great. Okay. So, you fought Corypheus.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus. The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's old Tevinter magic, but he was dead, I swear it.
Oh, Ayla, I believe you. I was there. We were all there. We believe you. Okay. Ooh, where have you been?
Where did you go after the mages rebelled? I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the exalted march never came.
Ooh, tell me about Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like? I don't know if there ever was just an Anders.
Oh.
He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him, except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Oh, why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now? When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the free marches. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
Oh my god. Guys, I honestly, I just want to climb into the game and just hug Ayla. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I literally can't believe she's right here. Oh my god. Could you imagine if Fenris was here? He would literally just be like, he would be hating everyone, except for Varric and Ayla, who'd be like, everyone stay away from my people or I will cut you with my blade. Oh my god. We could do with Fenris. Literally, he's a hardcore little, you know, warrior. We can use that. You know, bring him along. Bring him. Bring him or bring everyone. You know, bring Aveline as well. You know, and her husband as well. Bring everyone. Okay, what has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me? Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Oh.
We'll talk later. I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Oh my god, there she is. I mean, her hair is extremely shiny, you know, but that is okay because we love her anyway. Oh my god, can we be best friends? Can we be best friends? I mean, look, I've got white hair. I'm an elf. I bet you're missing Fenris by looking at me. You're probably thinking, oh my god, I miss the love of my life. This girl, she reminds me of him. In appearance, not in attitude, you know. Fenris is a broody guy. Whereas Deniala is just, you know, she's just a sweet little innocent being just plodding along. Just doing her own. Where's Shadow? Where's Shadow? Bring Shadow. Sorry, I need to stop. I'm actually just so excited. I can't believe she's here. And then we're going to meet Alistair and hopefully Alara. And then we're all just going to, you know, go out for dinner and be best friends. And yeah, literally a part of me is meeting another part of me. And I'm just so happy. This is great. Honestly, guys, this is what it's all about. Making friends, being besties, being happy. Oh wow, I literally... Ooh, what's over there then? Jump, 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 jump. Can I get over there? Okay, well I guess not. Whee! Cool, well, that was a moment. I just can't... Sorry, you're on my... Excuse me. But that was everything. And I'm really happy. So, here lies the abyss. Why does that sound familiar? Here lies the abyss. Guys? Am I delusional? Or... I'm really trying to rack my brain. It's on the tip of my tongue. Wait, didn't Flemeth say something? Ooh. Do you think Flemeth will be in this game as well? Do you think we're just going to have a full reunion? Actually, what's his name? Does Iron Ball know Sten? Is Sten going to come? Are we all going to just skip around and be buddies? Hey, Sarah. But yeah, like... I swear, the abyss. Here lies the abyss. I don't know why, but that's something. That is something. I don't know what, but it sounds really familiar. Like, huh? Didn't Flemeth say something? To Ayla! She said something to Ayla! Oh, what did she say? I don't know. It was something. It sounds familiar, that's all I'm saying. Hello, Sarah.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
Honey bun, may I remind you that we're all involved in this? Like, your little arrows, honestly... They can attack an archdemon. They can distract it if you really want. Whilst Blackwall does the killer blow. I didn't expect it either.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a magister god monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
I just can't with her. Corypheus seems real enough.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Every time I talk to her, I feel myself losing myself. I feel myself just disappearing. She's just so funny. But like in a very bizarre way. Do you believe or not? Yeah, do you?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
I can't. Oh, what do I say? Yeah, pick whatever cause you want. Like, it's your choice at the end of the day, but...
As long as you're reliable when we go magister
Yeah,
hunting,
that's all that
stay
matters.
for whatever reason you like.
Yeah.
Like don't have nuts to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Not when we're tracking monsters that shouldn't be.
It was the best
What
option I had
want
to
is
say.
to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
Why am I lost? Damn, girl. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You do you, boo.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Have a snack. If you can find one. I literally moved around to talk to... Oh,
Demon
hello.
armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Because he's great. Why does it keep wanting me to say this? Stop. Oh my god. It actually... Oh. That is crazy. I've already asked all of this. Have I asked this? I don't remember. But it really wants me to get rid of her.
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Well, it seems like there's more to it. It's not just help
It's
people.
starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly.
Oh?
Okay, fine. There's talk and... I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this Chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
There's nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes. I don't think, at least. I think it's part of human nature to be a little bit selfish.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Oh, who trained you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
Yeah.
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
I trained. I trained very intensely with my clan.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence. Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher.
That's
Where would I
pretty cool.
find one in alleyways anyway?
Like, that's something to be very proud of, you know, the fact that she just basically taught herself. Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
No ties worth mentioning?
There are no connections you want to mention at all.
Nope.
How very Kunari of you.
What?
Never mind.
Good, right?
Oh, if I say this, she's definitely going to disapprove. I want to say it anyway. I want to know what her answer is, but she's going to be like minus 1,000 points.
I'm just interested in
Oh,
talking
nothing.
to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Oh, never mind. I
Why
spoke
not?
too soon.
Well, maybe you're alright. But most elves are too... elfy.
What does that
Like
even
that
mean?
Solas, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's no value in tradition.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf,
Fair enough.
We'll
Each to
talk
their
later.
own.
if you say so.
For an elf, she isn't really elfy. Hello, Vivienne.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
Great. Okay. Ooh, what do I say? You can blame me later?
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Well, okay. It's like, I'm not going to point fingers, but you're the problem, is basically how I felt that was. Okay. The thing is, may I remind you that I did not choose Haven. I was a prisoner, and then I got brought there. So technically, it's our advisor's fault. Well, I don't really want to blame them either. Corypheus kind of just, you know, popped out of nowhere with the little archdemon and set the place on fire. So, if anything, it's Corypheus's fault, you know? So, at the end of the day, it was our base. It was where we first set up. It wasn't our choice. It just happened to be somewhere that we were. And it just worked for the time being. But now we're in a more secure location. Sad that we had to lose people to find this location, but, you know, it happens. So, what do I want to say? Wow. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't... I freaking tried to save them. But... mind your own business, damn. I'm going to say this one because I really did try to save them all, but I couldn't. At the end of the day, like, it became a battlefield. You can't save everyone on a battlefield.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon. Can I assist you?
Oh, actually, yeah, I am curious by this. Why oppose mage freedom?
How can you possibly oppose freedom for your own people?
Yeah.
Perhaps the Dalish are too isolated to grasp the realities of this world. All mages live lives of limited possibilities. We are denied fairness due to an accident of birth, but no one said that life was fair. The world is not made up of mages and Templars or circles and chantries. There is no us and no them. There are only people. People who must share a world which is not portioned equally among all. My own people want a larger share of the world, uncaring that they have already been granted great power.
I feel like every single time she has to explain herself, she has to, like, give, like, a snarky little insult, like her saying that because, like, the Danish are, like, more away from, like, society. But then at the same time, that's because, well, when elves are in the city, it's literally brutal. Like, they get walked all over, beaten, abused. Like, we literally had a taste of it in my City Elf Origins intro. And we had a taste of how elves are treated in the city, whereas how they are outside the city in their own little Danish camps, it's so different. They're so warm and so they're a family, they're a unit, and it's a very different experience. Because obviously, don't get me wrong, like, the elves in the city, they do try and, like, you know, look out for each other, but it's nowhere near the same as it is in a Dalish camp. Like, that is very, very different. They are, like, when we experienced, like, Origins and did the Dalish intro, we felt the warmth and the love of the clan. And when one, it was literally like when one died, when Tamlin died, everyone was mourning. Like, they were mourning their son, their friend, do you know what I mean? They were mourning him in so many ways, and it was sad. Whereas, it's just, I don't feel like it's the same in the city, and that's why I feel like her comment is just a bit disrespectful, because yes, the Dalish are away from society, but that's because society as a whole are cruel towards elves. So why the hell would they stay near humans? They don't like them. They're not, normally they're not good to elves. So I understand why the Dalish kind of steer clear and live in the mountains or the forests away from humans. So I feel like that statement was it's kind of like, I don't know, she's very opinionated, and I feel like when she says something, it's not, she tries to make it come out like in a certain way, but it's still insulting. At the end of the day, she is a privileged mage. It's that simple. She is a privileged mage. She always has been a privileged mage. So unless she experiences, like, you know what would have actually been a bit of a reality check? If she went to Kirkwall and was a mage there, then she would have had a reality check, because she is amongst the lucky. Wynne was amongst the lucky. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I saw of her, like, I haven't read her story yet, like her full story, but like, she would go and come back and go and come back. She did her own thing. She had the sense of freedom, like Vivienne. Not every other mage had that. Like, for example, Anders is probably not the best example, but he always tried escaping the circle because, well, he didn't like it. Good old Jojo, he ran away from the circle. He did some bad stuff, though. They're not great examples, but you know what I mean. So I feel like I understand that that we all have, like, different roles in the world, and, like, you know, some have more power than others. But her saying that they're born with, like, a mistake isn't exactly, in my opinion, correct. Like, for example, if the Maker is real, he made people with magic. He did that for a reason. So he wouldn't just, oh, there you go, have magic, now take over the world. Like, obviously, if this is the case, everything he's done has been for a reason. So, I don't know, I just feel like her opinions are very sharp for someone who's so privileged in the mage community. That's just, you know, that's how she comes across to me. She's very privileged. She's very opinionated for someone who hasn't experienced a lot of what the mages have experienced. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them are bloody muppets and silly and turn to blood magic and then become abominations and kill everyone. But that's the extreme. There's like a scale, and she's one end and they're the other end. There needs to be a nice middle area where everyone can come to an understanding. But that's just in my perfect world. But they didn't ask for power.
That's not their fault. They can't help what they are.
Exactly.
Wolves cannot live peacefully among sheep, no matter how much they regret being wolves. The wolves howl and claw at the fences that hold them back. Take pity and you let them loose among the lambs. And what do the sheep do? Panic. And the scent of their fear drives the wolves to attack.
That's kind of a stretch, but I kind of understand what you're implying. But again, I don't know. I just have a different mentality on this. Like, I literally do. Like, wolves are hunting sheep not just for the kill, but to survive. Are you saying that mages are doing that? Are killing people to survive? Or just for the thrill of it? Don't get me wrong, there are mages that just kill for the fun of it. But not all mages are like that. I feel like because there's such a bad batch of bad mages that they just get a bad rap. But I'm gonna say this one.
You're taking the analogy a little far, don't you think?
Just a little bit.
No, the example doesn't do the situation justice.
Oh my god.
Every creature knows a wolf. How do you recognize a mage? I care for the witch hunts that will come. I care for the angry mobs who string up mages on gibbets for the vultures. I care that my stupid brethren will kill and be killed by frightened people defending their families from monsters. I will stand in opposition to that, whatever you may do.
Oh my god. Jesus. Like, oh my goodness, you're very sharp.
Yes, my dear?
Oh god. Oh, it's just so extra. For a mage who really hates mages, did something happen to you? Is that why you hate them so much? Like, what's the deal? You're such a privileged mage. Like, were you not always? Is there like a story that I'm not seeing? Maybe she is someone who has experienced like the worst side of magehood. But for right now, because I don't know her story and the way she's coming across is very icy.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Madame.
How sweet of you, my dear. But I'm sure there's nothing I can say that you don't already know.
You hate mages and you got a good fashion sense. Oh, hello, Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold.
Hey, bud.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Aye, aye, Captain. You happy with it? It's pretty
We'll
grand.
be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
But that also means he can see us. Yes, exactly. If we can see him, he can see us.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Yup.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
Well, I don't really want you to die. You're no good to me dead. But I do see what he means because, like, the thing is, if the dragon is an archdemon, then only really Blackwall can take. Like, in our group right now, only Blackwall can do it, which is sad because I don't want him to blah 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 blah. I don't want him to die. Should we get Morrigan to make another god baby? Morrigan, where you at?
Watch that this enthusiasm of yours doesn't get you killed.
I wouldn't be the first to die in your service. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste.
I never claimed to be.
Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it.
Damn.
Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Honestly, the truth is I don't know. But in my opinion, I don't think I am.
There is so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter?
No.
Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Never say that. Goodbye. Oh, you just left me up here. Okay, great. Should I just jump off? Oh, I thought I could then. Oh, that would have oh, whoa. Can I jump?
See? What did I tell you?
Hello, who are you?
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Okay.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Oh, it's you! Hello, what's new? What are you doing
Shouldn't
here?
you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Oh. Oh dear. Okay.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's new? Let's change the subject.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though.
She
isn't
probably
it?
knows about... she probably knows about Hawke. She's trying to find Varric. We need to protect him.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
She is pretty grand, to be fair.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop.
That's probably what happened.
Oh, bless you.
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
He is a very pretty man.
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
Okay.
I have to go.
Okay, so... Oh, wait. Blackwall. Is there anything else I can talk to you
Yes.
about? Yes. Ooh, a warden's being corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawke said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
You okay?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of Wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Oh, yeah. How's your state of mind? Are you okay? Are you hearing voices?
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Okay, good. Oh, tell me about the Wardens.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Yeah.
The Wardens?
Yeah.
I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Ooh. I mean, we already know this, but we can ask him anyway. How do you kill an archdemon?
How do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer? Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
What? Well, that's not exactly true. Well, I mean, what? Stick it with swords until it stops moving? What kind of freaking answer is that? Is he not allowed to tell me that, like, you know, only a warden can kill an archdemon? Why is he being so vague? Yeah, it can't be that simple.
Wardens are in all the stories. If it was that easy, anyone could do it.
Exactly.
No, it really is that simple. Just because the archdemon is magic doesn't mean it can't be killed with swords.
What?
It just has to be a Grey Warden sword. Look, it's not the killing blow that's the problem. It's getting the dragon to the point where it's vulnerable, where it actually can be killed. There's no short answer for that, I'm afraid.
Am I missing something? Or is this guy chatting baloney? What the hell? What? That makes no sense. We know from Origins that a warden has to kill an archdemon. No amount of normal people can, like, just for example, I can kill an archdemon. We've learned this from Origin, so why is Blackwall being... This is why I keep thinking, are you even a Grey Warden? Because, like, you just... The answers you come out with are just weird. Okay.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Blackwall,
At
I'm
your
not sure how to
service.
feel about you sometimes. Thoughts about Corypheus?
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Yeah.
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Oh. Yes, why didn't you know? How dare you?
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Well, sometimes knowing how it came to be is knowing how to kill it. I don't know. He's so... God, my companions are just giving me anxiety. The only one I can trust is Varric. And Cass, I feel. Cass and Varric. And to be fair, Iron Bull, he's kind of straightforward with me about the fact that he, you know, was a spy. But maybe because he was so honest with me, he's hiding something else. Yes, Cass and Varric are the only ones I can really trust right now. Everyone else is acting really sus. Okay, it's... Oh, that Corypheus lives. Oh, yeah, And then more like Corypheus. What's this one?
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
What do you know, Blackwall?
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Oh my god, this man.
Let's
Okay,
discuss
Blackwall.
something else. What do you think of the Inquisition?
This Inquisition is everyone's best friend. How Josephine managed to pull that off is beyond me.
It's because she's just wonderful. Oh, I've already asked this. Okay, that's enough talk.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
I know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Ooh, hello, I didn't recognize you anywhere. Hey, buddy.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Oh. You have something to show me?
What did you want me to come see?
Yeah.
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Okay. Oh. A cheeky cutscene. Lovely, lovely.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time.
I just
promise.
love him. I think he's great.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Gonna say nothing, because that's my character right now.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
And there's Blackwall in the
Grim and I
background.
should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
Bye. See you later, guys. It was nice meeting you.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
Why did you act like that? Oh, what do I want to say? Yeah.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
I mean... yeah, they may think less of you.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Well, their attitude surprised me.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but
But
to
not all of
actually
them.
hear it.
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Aww. Thanks, Bull. A little angel. I should go back and talk to him in a minute, but... Let's go. Oh, Varric! Hey, boo!
Need something?
Is this one new? This one's definitely new, but I can't remember that one. Let's ask this. Tell me about Corypheus.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
Okay. How did you find him? Well, kind of he found you, didn't he?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawke family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
Ah, okay. Why didn't they just kill him?
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him.
Cool.
The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
That is so cool, though. Like, I gotta give it to Corypheus. He's a badass villain. What is he?
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
Well, the way he spoke as well, and is it Legacy? I keep forgetting what it's called. The way he spoke in that as well was like very different. That was honestly, I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. It was good. You said he should be dead.
You and Hawke both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Okay, enough about
All right.
Corypheus.
I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Okay.
Need something?
Have I asked this? Do we have any?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Oh, okay, nothing. I'm
Thanks,
guessing that was just a
Varric.
new one that I could
No
ask.
problem.
Because you already know about Hawke. Who else? What's that? Oh, the War Room. Well, I don't want to do Here Lies the Abyss yet. Yeah, like, I don't want to do that yet. But I will go to the War Room. Who's that? Oh, Cullen needs to talk to me. Okay. So let's go to the War Room first. Then we will go speak to Cullen. Hey, Josie. How you doing, boo? Okay. Because I think there are some quests that we've done. Oh, is that wine? Oh. Oh my god, this is so... Oh, this is actually... I can't with this. It gives me anxiety.
Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Okay. So, Shadows over Denerim. My Lady Inquisitor. That went far better than I'd expected. To be perfectly honest, to help your people provide the help your people provided led us to 4 spies, one of whom worked in the kitchens and may have been plotting my assassination. Incontestable proof that this cult and its leaders are enemies of Ferelden. I owe you a great deal, Inquisitor, and hope that my support is meaningful in your opposition to these cretins. Queen Honora. I'm gonna sell that. Okay, what was the other one? An ally from Starkhaven. I look forward to future collaboration with the Inquisitor. Please accept this gift from the Vale family's coffers. Maybe put towards relief efforts in Haven. Good old Sebastian. What's that? Report of Darkspawn activity. Okay. We conducted sweeps of the Storm Coast and determined where the Darkspawn are most concentrated. Our Ferelden-born soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Find the ward. Oh, I was wondering where that was. So that's for... Okay, so Hawke has revealed that Corypheus has can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he will command a legion of highly skilled warriors. Yeah. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawke's Grey Warden ally hiding in Crestwood to learn about the other Wardens' plans. No one has travelled to or from Crestwood since the breach. Ooh. And Leliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. Okay, let's do Leliana then. Okay, hasty scrawled note received by messenger bird. Hawke's one friend is somewhere here. Disappeared before we could talk to him. He's good. He's good. Don't we know it? Be careful on the road. Lots of undead. People here need our help. Explain more once you're here. Okay. Not yet, because I want to know a little bit more about, what's it called? Skyhold. So not now. This is cray-cray. I don't know where to start. There's so much. Oh. Oh my god, the anxiety. Oh my god, there's on the other side as well. God damn it. Okay. So, conspiracy for the Inquisition. Well, that settles it. We face a Darkspawn Magister who commands something that looks suspiciously like an archdemon. I defy anyone to tell me that this is no blight. We have Blackwall's treaties and we have cause. Thetis will require little persuasion, Josephine. Okay, information and concepts are well enough, Inquisitor, but gold secures these things and more. We need to bolster our forces. Let me concept more soldiers. What we need is information. Grey Warden influence may loosen the tightest lips. I'm torn between Cullen and Josephine. Maybe Cullen. Let's do Cullen.
To work?
To work. Okay. The Hinterlands is a noble source of Alfred and Onyx? Onyx? I think that's how you say that. Inquisition forces at camp could search for these resources and arrange shipment to Skyhold. Okay, we should focus on finding new sources of health herbs. Anything would be useful. Let them take whatever they can find.
Inquisitor?
Oh. I meant to go back and look at what Cullen had to say. But okay, I guess Josephine's doing this one. It's not a problem, really. Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. What would you have said? Okay, so Fiona, we have got the word out to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Right? Yes, they are gone. I can send a few agents with a mage from Redcliffe to persuade these cells to come in. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
I'm not even looking at the other side. Yeah, that is just a bloody headache right there. Okay, cool. We did that. So now that that is done, let's... Who do I want to speak to? We spoke to Varric. Let's see... Oh, wait. Cullen needed to speak to... Do you have anything to say?
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus? Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation.
Nope.
How credulous of me.
The anchor's magic, not holy.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
Yup.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus.
True.
Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll cope. Oh, it feels strange. Oh, do I say it feels strange? I'll say this one.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire. It sounds most unpleasant.
It does actually. What? It's not painful. It's just, you know, my nerves just feel like they're on fire. Oh, what kind of freaking answer is that? Oh my god, Denial, you're so weird. Okay, so where is... Why is there a question mark there? Well, okay. Cullen. So we need to speak to Cullen. Where is little Cullen? The beautiful, beautiful Cullen. I actually really like Cullen now. It's crazy. I feel like he's really grown on me. Whee! Hey, boo! What was that? Look for Cole. Okay, well, Cole, you can wait a sec.
Did you need something?
I thought you needed something. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
No. Why did I think
That's
you
all
needed
for now.
something?
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
What? Okay, maybe I'm delusional, but I definitely saw an exclamation mark there earlier. Hello, Cole. He's so precious. He's like a little
This thing
child.
is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet.
Oh, okay.
It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
She would. Ah! The silence is so
Inquisitor,
loud.
I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice
He's
him.
a spirit, isn't he?
These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
What did I say?
It is a demon.
Oh.
If you prefer. Although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Well, if he was a demon, surely he'll be trying to eat our faces. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's literally just sat there playing with some stones. Do you know what I mean? He's not hurting anyone. He's just being a little innocent bean. How complex? Go on, Solas, you tell me about it.
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solas.
Oh.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one.
What?
And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Can you explain a little bit more?
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
Wait. Let's back up a little bit. Are we sure it's not like a justice situation where when he left the Fade, it was like he attached himself to the only thing that he could find, which was a corpse. So do we not think that that's what Cole did? That would make more sense. How can a spirit just be strolling about, minding his own business? Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't that make more sense that he attached himself to maybe a dead body? Or a body that was on death's door? And then, I don't know, the soul of the person is just kind of there, but maybe Solas doesn't. I don't know. Like I feel like that would make more sense. Have we seen a spirit by itself before? I don't think we have. So, but then again, we didn't know anything about bloody time travel, and now that's a thing. So, I mean, maybe you are right, Solas, but I just feel like with our experience when it comes to spirits, Justice, when he left the Fade, he attached himself to... Oh, what was his name? I want to call him Luke. That is not the man's name. But whatever the guy was, he got attached to him. So he was walking around in a corpse. So are we sure that's just not what happened with Cole? Are we sure that maybe, like, as I said like 2 seconds ago, like, maybe the person that Cole actually is, like the body of the person Cole's possessed was dying. Maybe he thought he could help. And I don't know. Or maybe he's just a spirit just strolling around. What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach.
Oh.
From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years.
Really?
He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man.
Oh.
It is remarkable.
So fascinating. Okay, well, I'll talk to him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself.
Yeah, he's not hurting anyone.
Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
There he is.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Damn. That's creepy. My little scarecrow. I didn't like that. Are you alright?
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Oh, your head must hurt.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone.
Damn.
Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
So you're a friendly spirit.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes.
What's
I
that person
used to
doing in the
think I was
background?
a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends.
Oh.
I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Well, stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts Someone make it stop hurting.
Oi, 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 oi!
Make her, please.
You put that knife back.
The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die.
But how do you know that?
Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Well, give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
Yeah.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
Exactly.
How
Don't
do you
just
know?
end it.
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Oh, Cole greatly approves. Interesting. Where's Cole gone? Hello.
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Is there anything I can do for you? Are there many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold.
That's so sad.
As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Are you new here?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Don't we have mages?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
Okay, but there are mages who can heal. So, I mean, if someone's gushing out with blood, like, I mean, a healer could just whoop, and then they're healed. Just a little side note there.
Your worship.
Okay, so there's Cole. Hey, boo. Hey, my little scarecrow. How you
Roderick
doing?
was sorry before he died.
Oh, way to start the conversation there, bud. Sorry for what? Oh no, I actually really liked him. I'm like he grew on me. I'm sad that he died. I couldn't remember his name though. I just realized who he was on about. What did he say?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the Chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Oh, lovely.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Of course. Doors and darkness. No, we don't like that. Okay, well, tell me about your past, Cole.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Yeah.
Before you, Rhys was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Rhys. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Rhys couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
Oh. You were at the rebellion?
What was the spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Rhys help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Rhys just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
So Rhys was your friend? Damn.
What can you tell me about Rhys?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
Oh, I can find them?
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
Yeah.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away.
Okay.
The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster.
He might have just been scared.
Let him forget.
Cole, he might have just been scared in the moment. Sometimes fear does things to people. So tell me about Seeker Lambert. Go on. Tell me a
You
little bit.
said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Rhys from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Rhys. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Why go to the Seeker's Fortress?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
So you killed mages.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Rhys found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You made a mistake. I guess a bad mistake, but like, ugh. It seems that Rhys helped you understand. The thing is, if you just suddenly come into existence and you have no idea what you're doing and all you can hear is all these voices asking you to do things, I suppose, like, I mean, I guess you'll never know unless you're actually in that situation, but it makes sense why he was just going around killing people. It's not good. It's not good. But he made a mistake and it sounds like he's learnt from it, and Rhys helped him know what was right from wrong. Go on, Rhys.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
It's
No,
not good though.
I killed people. I knew.
Oh.
I just thought I had to.
Oh.
They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think Solas would not be happy with that. Maybe Solas can teach you right from wrong. Or Varric. Varric's great. Varric is a beautiful person. Varric can teach you right from wrong. Or me. I can teach you right from wrong. You know, I don't mind taking that up.
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain.
Look at how Cullen
should
keeps
be
coming
torn
over
down.
to listen to the conversation.
Veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Rhys and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Rhys and Evangeline saved me.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to meet this Rhys and Evangeline. They sound pretty
talk to you
cute.
later.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah. Oh! Oh, I can locate them. Haha. I'm going to go against your will, Cole. I'm going to find your friends and bring them here. Okay, who else haven't I spoken to? Actually, what is over there? Have I looked over here? What? Are you... Do I have to go around? No. Are you kidding me? That is poo. Sorry. That is so silly. Why couldn't I just... Oh, whatever. Guess we'll go around.
Well, you're fine.
Okay, what's over here then? Oh! Hey, boo. Interesting. Hey, love. Oh. What? Oh.
You knew where Hawke was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I'm sorry. Sorry. The way she swung for him in his little run. I can't. That was so funny. Well. I don't blame Varric for not telling Cass. As he literally just stated, she kidnapped him and interrogated him. So, Varric hun, you're spot on, okay? But I do have to intervene.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side?
Well...
I said enough!
Oh. Look at Varric coming towards me for safety.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawke, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawke would have been at the Conclave.
And could have
if
died.
anyone could have saved Most Holy...
No. Honey bun, listen to me. If Hawke was at the Conclave, she could have died. Varric did what he did to protect Hawke. Hawke's been through so much, okay? Like, I understand you needed a leader. But, for example, if Hawke was there, she literally could have... Actually, no. This actually could have done, like, this could have been a huge ripple effect. Like, for example, if Hawke was at the Conclave, okay, then we would know about... Well, we would know a little bit about Corypheus, but that would only be from Varric, okay? We would know about Alistair and what he has to say. Like, all these things have a ripple effect if one thing is out of order. And if Hawke was at the Conclave, there would be a huge chance that she would have died. And Varric would murder you, Cass. So, like, Varric's not at fault here.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
Not at all.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawke most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's not fair, Cass. He's here. He's been with us this entire time. He's put his life at risk for us. Like, Varric's earned his place just because he didn't tell you where Hawke... I think she's being very unfair right now. I understand she needed to, like, you know, she needed a leader. But hello, Delilah stood right there, looking pretty as always. But I just don't think she realizes how... the fact that if Hawke was at the Conclave, there is a 90% chance, well, like a 95% chance that she would have died with everyone else. And that, for me, let's just not talk about that, okay? Because that hurts my feelings a little bit.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
He has.
Thank you.
That's not me being biased, by the way. I feel like...
must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
Yeah, I don't think I'm being biased here. I feel like Hawke could have died.
You know what I think? If Hawke had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
Oh, Varric.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawke. I'm such a fool.
The thing is, though, Cass should have been honest. Because, like, Varric is here right now and he's fighting for us and for everyone. Because, like, what was at stake. But, at the same time, Hawke could have died if she was there at the Conclave. Like, how do you know that she would have reached Corypheus and fought him? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if she didn't? What if, I don't know, like, what if whatever Corypheus was doing, what was it? What did they say it wasn't? What did Solas say it was? Well, the anchor, whatever it is, what if it rejected Hawke? Do you know what I mean? What if it killed her and then still killed everyone there? Like, there's all these different things that could have happened. So, Varric, protecting his best friend, lied. And I don't blame him for that. Because he had no idea what Cassandra wanted from Hawke. That's it at the end of the day. Like, all we knew was that Cass wanted Hawke for some reason. And the way she came across, it sounded like she blamed Hawke for what happened in Kirkwall. At first, at the beginning. But then Varric told his story and walked through everything. And yeah, so I just feel like if Cassandra was honest with Varric, things could have been different. But then that could have ultimately led to Hawke's death. So, am I being biased? Maybe a little bit. But I agree with Varric's decision. I think he's right in his choice. So, sue me! Please don't, actually. What if it had been different?
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawke down?
Honestly, Hawke might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawke, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Oh, whoa. Cass, you're one extreme to the other, love. What the hell? We are all here for a reason. You're so mean. You and Liliana, do you just look in the mirror and just talk down to yourself? That is a no-no. You are great. You're a bit aggressive, okay? Don't get me wrong, you know, trying to attack little Varric over there. And, you know, you have very strong feelings. Nothing wrong with that. But, like, the talking down to yourself, I don't like it. You're wonderful, okay? So, like, I don't want, no, stop it. You saying that you don't deserve to be here isn't, I don't like that talk.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Way too hard.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawke or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured.
Because I'm an elf?
But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
I know less than nothing? Damn, girly. I really feel like we need to... Oh, okay, great. She's bringing out her sword again. I really feel like I need to sit her down and get her a drink. She needs to loosen up a little bit. Hey, girl.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Always.
Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed. Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Okay, of course. I've got you, girl.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor.
Okay.
And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Okay. Cool. We will do so.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I got you, girly. Don't you worry. Oh, there's something over here. Okay. What is over here? Oh. Okay. So, who haven't we spoke to? Solas and Dorian. Oh, let's find them. Let's find the boys. So how is everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Hey, boo. Oh, I just love Varric so much. I don't know where I'm going. Is it, that's Josephine. Solas, Liliana, Dorian. So is it this one? Yes, maybe. Possibly. I think Dorian was up here. Ah! Hey, boo!
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yes, you are.
One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
No, I was enjoying the show. Carry on. Oh! Just me loving him. I didn't realise that was it.
Distracted?
Oh.
By my wit and charm?
I didn't realise that was romance. That's funny. Soz. I'm gonna... You're very confident. I didn't realise I was flirting with him. That's funny.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
Oh, of course.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the elder one behind the Venatori was a magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very magisters, a dark spawn.
They say the Chantry is lying.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
You seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Well, the thing is, the problem is, we will never really know the truth unless we were there. I mean, Corypheus was there, and, you know, we've got a little bit of insight from him. Just a little tiny bit. But unless we were physically there, I don't think we'll ever really truly know the truth. You know? It's like Chinese whispers. You know? That's what I think. That's what I think, at least. Okay, yeah, you're not responsible. You weren't there, so it's not actually technically your fault. Just, your ancestors.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True. Except that one of them is up and walking around right now.
Ah, yes.
Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either.
Yep.
You know that, yes?
Of course. Of course I know that. I don't need their thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped.
Really?
Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, and Congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
God, I could not. In reality, like in real life, if I had to be the leader of something, I would.
So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
This one was probably better lighting. It is, yes.
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. A little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't call me Knife Ears, I think we're okay. I appreciate your help.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
Okay, so tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Okay, do mages truly rule there?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all. Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
The magisterium?
What is the magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
What are you then?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Okay, what about the Archon then?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
My bad.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens.
Oh.
Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties.
Oh, wow.
The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Oh, okay, so it's important then. But mages do rule.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave.
Oh.
The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 pillars, at best.
Is that bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Oh, what else can I ask? Okay, the Imperium has a Chantry.
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business.
I love that quote.
Home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
You have circles?
There are circles of Magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce the Magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
The Black Divine?
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
What a title.
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true Divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
A disagreement?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
Your divine is male.
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Are you religious?
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
I mean, others might object, yes.
I'm not surprised. It's not an opinion you should share.
You did ask, if you'll recall.
True.
I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
Oh, Dorian!
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You saw that in the future, without you, Corypheus prevails. You are our bulwark against evil.
Damn. I mean, yeah, we did see the future. We did see what would happen if I vanished, and it was awful. I mean, poor Liliana's skin. God, that's the thing of nightmares. She did not look okay. Bless her. And then Fiona was in red lyrium. You know, Cass and Solas looked psychotic with their little red demon eyes. But I am surprised that he... Well, am I surprised? I do want... If I don't know. I don't want to say that, oh, I'm like, you know, the one to save all. But, like, we did see the future without me, like, with me gone. And we saw the consequences of what that would lead to. So... I don't want to be vain and all that, but yes, I agree.
That's true. I feel the same.
Don't disapprove.
Someone's full of themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was just agreeing with you.
I am full of myself.
Don't agree on my account. A little doubt wouldn't harm the Herald of Andraste.
Nope.
Me?
I've
seen
the best.
Too much to believe I know everything. The world is bigger than I.
Nope.
Even bigger than you.
Nope.
It laughs at all the things we think we know.
Never.
The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
No, I just think that, like, I play a key role in this situation. Like, everyone has their role, and I play a key role. You know, I'm the main character after all. So, me being there is important. I don't think I am, you know, the Herald of Andraste, though. I don't think that. I just feel like I feel like I was a nobody, and then I feel like I stumbled into the chaos and find myself at the heart of it now. That's what I think has happened. So, yeah, that's about it, really.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
I know. Sorry, Solas likes it. Ooh. Could Tevinter be an ally? I don't think so. We saw what... But then was Alexis really just doing it for himself? Well, for his child. But he was following Corypheus, wasn't he? I don't know. I don't think they should be.
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
Is that smart of them?
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago.
Yeah.
We've been fighting the Qunari for what? 200 years off and on?
God,
it's a point of
so
pride
long.
that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
Oh, but we're not! You put your foot down, Deniala.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
I don't know how many times we have to say this.
Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
I never called myself the Herald of Andraste. Everyone else did. Is blood magic common? Well, God, speak to Fenris. He will go... Oh God, he could talk for hours about it.
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
Okay, well what do you call it then?
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Yeah.
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
God, imagine going there for a day and just seeing the pure chaos. I just... God, I just feel like it would just be shambles. No Templar invitation.
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
No one disagrees?
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course.
They're probably silenced.
I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case.
I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Of course you do.
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah,
Deep.
that is true.
So wrong.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
Well, it's not like, well... Oh. Are you saying you liked it?
You think slaves like it that way? Don't be ridiculous.
Well...
I didn't say they like it. It's all most of them know.
Yeah, I was going to say
In the south,
that.
you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Well, I remember when we saved that girl, and she was just like in Dragon Age 2, and she came to work. We brought her to our house to, like, you know, like I didn't make her a slave, but I paid her for her services, and I gave her, you know, like a home to live in and, like, you know, to be safe, because I was scared that if I just gave her money, she would probably just give it away and then, you know, probably die or something. So at least that way I could keep an eye on her, because it was all she knew. She wasn't like, yeah, it was just sad, really, because Fenris, for example, he was a slave as well, and that was all he knew for a time until he left. It's until they leave and they have a taste of freedom and a taste of, well, what they deserve, a life, is when they realize how bad slavery actually is. I'm gonna say this, though. The thing is, they're both two bad things, but, you know, the idea of slavery is just wrong. Just wrong completely. Like, because not every slave owner is a nice one. Do you know what I mean? Having a slave in general is not a good thing. Like, we saved that girl and we brought her into our service, so then she had a home, she, you know, had a nice, you know, she was being paid for her services, like she could go out and do her own thing. Whereas the slaves, like, we saw the extreme version of it with Fenris. Poor Fenris. But I'm gonna say at least they have a choice.
At least they're free. They don't have slavery forced on them.
Yeah.
You think people choose to be poor and oppressed?
Well, no.
I doubt it. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Fair enough, but, you know, like, slaves is just a massive no-no. Don't get me wrong. The alienages are not good either. But at least they have a slightly... Oh, do they, though? They don't get treated really great either. But that's why my character is Dalish and lived in the forest with her family.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
The entire situation is just kind of deep, really.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
Can I jump? Woo! Oh! Sorry, I landed on your weird skull book that's glowing. Or is that stone? I can't actually tell. Hey, boo.
What can I do for you?
Tell me more of yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh. I thought it was pretty nice while we were, but okay. Okay. Oh, where are you taking me, bud? Where are we going? Yeah, loading screens. I hate them. I hate them. Hate them. We're back in Haven? What?
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I'm like a stroppy little child.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did. I'm not even surprised.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes.
I'm not even surprised. That is literally her.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Yeah.
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then...
That just scared the life out of me.
It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
That gives me a little bit of ease. That makes me feel a little bit better, because I was so, like, suspicious of him, if I'm being honest. Because, like, he just grabbed my hand and just shoved it into the bloody green light, and I was like, okay, well, that's normal. And he just seemed to know a lot, but then if he was sat beside me studying it for like however long I was asleep, then I guess he just guessed, didn't he? He literally just said he didn't really know what to do and he was going to leave. So that puts my mind at ease a little bit. I feel a little bit better. Oh. You care about me?
Felt the whole world change.
A figure of speech.
Okay.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Guys, what's going on?
Sweet talker.
Oh! What is going on?
We shouldn't. It isn't right.
Isn't it?
Not even here.
Oh, wait.
What do you mean, even here?
We're in the Fade.
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Ah! I love it. That was so cool. What the hell? That was pretty smart. I like the little wake up. Why wasn't it right? Solas. Hun, it happened. Even if it was just, you know, a little cheeky... Oh! Where are we? Oh, is this my room? Oh. What is going on? What? Wardrobe? Yes, please. Ooh. What's this? Oh! This is... Guys, this is pretty dashing. What's this one? Oh my giddy god. Sorry, I'm just quite curious. What's this? Winter Palace. I kind of like these ones here. Which one? Okay. This is my outfit then, I suppose. I kind of like it, actually. Whoa, look at my view. What the hell? This is great. Solas, you want to come onto my balcony? My god, I have 2 balconies? Damn! I'm bougie as ever. What the hell? Is there anything... What's up here? Oh, it's just up there. Oh my god. This is such a cool room. What the hell? I love it. I mean, do I not have a door?
They have certainly spared no expense.
Right? Delilah, look at the bouginess that is your room. I mean, this could do with some work. But apart from that, if I just jump, what will happen? Will I die? I'm curious. I guess we'll never know. Oh, wow. Whoa. They've really done some stuff here. Judgment. Someone, what was that said? Someone being held in Skyhold awaits judgment. Judgment? I'm judging people now? Cullen. I don't know what that is. Where is that? Special shipment? Oh, should we look at the special shipment first? Where are you, special shipment? I think you're over here. Woo! God, that little cheeky kiss.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Actually, talking about a place like this, I need to probably sell... Oh, I look cute! I need to probably sell some stuff. What's my special shipment? Oh, is it this? Okay. Do I talk to you?
If I... Inquisitor.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
What was my special shipment? Craft weapons, upgrade potions. I don't know what my special shipment was. Well, whatever it is, I will come back later because I want to speak to... What's over here? Oh. What is this? Oh. Had we been here? There looks like there's more people now. Fiona, Dorian. Oh my god, those birds. Oh. Oh, you've got a nice little thing going on here, Vivienne. Very nice. What's this? Okay. Construction report. Surfacing. Paint, plasters, paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid. Some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. We are here for the long term. Or is the Inquisition temporary? Amsel Mansonry. Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail. And we are not failing the Inquisition. You tell him. Hey there, girl.
Can I assist you?
No? This is cute, though. Very open. Are you not going to get cold? Where is... honestly, I have no idea how I'm getting there. Who's that? Cole. Warren. Josephine. Oh, am I in the wrong floor? No. Sarah Ironball. Cassandra. Quartermaster. Blackwall. Stables. What's down here then? Oh, there's so many people. Hello. Hey guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Oh, it was Cole! Oh, hello.
Sleep well?
That was incredible.
I've never done anything like that before, on a number of levels.
I apologize. The kiss was impulsive and ill-considered, and I should not have encouraged it.
And yet you did.
You say that, but you're the one who started with tongue.
No such thing.
Oh, does it not count if it's only fade tongue?
It has been a long time, and things have always been easier for me in the Fade. I am not certain this is the best idea. It could lead to trouble.
Oh, wow. Okay. That just kind of happened. What the hell? I mean, I just find him very fascinating. I'm very intrigued by him. I'll risk it.
I'm willing to take that chance, if you are.
He's going to say no.
Maybe, yes. If I could take a little time to think. There are considerations.
Take all the time you need.
I'm sorry, I'm so used to Fenris.
I am not often thrown by things that happen in dreams, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Oh, but yeah, after Fenris being such a tease, this is a nice breath of fresh air, if I'm being honest. I like the honesty. Like, Fenris was always like, maybe another time. Get out my house. You know, jump over the corpse on the way out. You know what I mean? Like, but this, don't get me wrong, I love Fenris. I think he's great. But I like Solas's honesty. Tell me about your journeys. Go on.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about spirits.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, She steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about old memories.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no Chantry choirs mastered. Though their cause was all but hopeless, they sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh, so I wanted to ask about Corypheus. Okay. Just the cutscenes with Solas just keeps happening. Oh, not nice. Oh, what is it?
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
He hates tea. That was like a freaking dagger to my heart. Solas. Listen, love, if we're gonna be together, alright, that has to change. God, I felt a little bit lightheaded after he said that, and not in a good way. Okay, yeah, name it. What's wrong?
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery.
What?
I heard the cry for help as I slept.
Your friend captured by mages. Are you talking about a spirit?
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit of wisdom.
I thought so.
Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
Why didn't it want in?
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Why would they summon it?
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade.
Yeah.
It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give.
What?
And intend to torture it.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'll help.
All right, let's go get your friend.
Thank you.
Of course.
I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Okay, yeah. We don't want... The thing is, we don't want mages torturing spirits because, like... That is just like... That's just immediately a no. Oh, Solas, you've decorated in here. Oh, you got some wolves howling at, you know, is that supposed to be an eye or a sword? Is that supposed to be Corypheus? Kind of looks like him. Is it telling a story? I'm curious. It's very pretty. But I wanted to ask about, oh, there's something to read here. Okay, request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montelier has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter with the remaining en route from libraries in Valrio and surroundings. Okay. Fade and Spirits Mysterious by Brother then what does it say? Oh, Genitivi. We love this guy. Enchanter's Observation by Anonymous. The Holy Grace, author unknown. A Silver Chords by First Enchanter Iving. Wisdom Fail, the Hedge Mage. collected by First in Charge Heron. Translations of the Ilian excavation collected by Brother Genitivi. Tevinter journeys inward by Archon Vias. Our Legion Hearts by formerly Sister Lordine. Speaking to the Other, a translation by Lady Guyan. On Lyrium, a Templars memoir by Sir Treas. Dalish myth and collected truths against collected by Sister Petrine. Alvahan dis falsis true method Drakas. Untranslated, author unknown. What are you doing with all that? Does this weird little bookstone have something to do with it? Why can't I select it? It looks really cool, Solas.
What can I do for you?
Well, I had this. This is what I wanted to ask.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
Well, I'm asking... Well, I kind of want to... I respect you and I want to know your opinion. But I'll ask them too.
Oh, I'll take advice from just about anyone right now.
Sorry, but...
I'm flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
The thing is, like, I need information at the end of the day. Like, Varric seems to know from Hawke. Does Cassandra really know anything, though? But I feel like you two are the ones... Hawke's bloody left. The moment she came, she vanished. So, tell me about this orb.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
Yeah, that's what it was, an orb.
That must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything.
That's what I think.
The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
And the orb is Elven. Eee! Are we going to tell anyone this, Solas? Because I feel like we probably should.
You said that you believed the orb is Elven.
I never would have believed a Tevinter Mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon?
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
Your people? Okay, what will you do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven.
Nah.
Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Tevinter.
You're certain?
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient magisters of Tevinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Interesting.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Why does it look like I'm wearing a thong? You see? It literally looks like I'm wearing a thong. Oh, that's funny. Was Liliana up here? I swear she was.
Tiana responded to the Inquisition's investigation.
Oh, she's up one more, isn't she? We've read this, but it just won't go away. It's really weird.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
Should I say no killing?
You're not planning assassinations, are you? I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Well, any updates?
Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay, cool.
I'll leave you to your work.
Jump! Woo! Nah. Didn't affect my health bar. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong way. I jumped down to go back upstairs. Oh, what's over here? Ah. Oh, wait. Is this where also... so that's how I get here. Okay. I need a snack soon. I'm getting hungry. Hey, Boo. Oh, God. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from.
Okay.
They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
I believe you.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Okay. What's your plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined.
Okay.
If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Yeah. Aye, aye, Captain. I just need a sec because I need to eat because I am hungry. So give me un momento. All right, I'm back. Hey, Boo. Oh, there's more.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Or you can tell me anything.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
What do I say? I don't know what to say. Well, why didn't you tell me sooner? But he didn't say he could die from if he's cut off from it.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Okay, well, I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Oh, Cullen.
At your service.
Okay, tell me more about Samson.
You and the Red Templars leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Oh my god, of course. Why does he serve Corypheus?
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
I don't pity him. He's evil. What do I want to say? Samson's gone up in the world. I'm going to say, don't let him distract you.
Personal history or no, we can't afford pity.
Have no fear. There'll be none. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Is there anything else I can ask?
Yes?
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
No? Okay. That's
That's all for now.
Chili beans.
Another time then.
Maybe we should... Woo! Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about your knees. Oh. You look familiar.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
How is business?
How are you doing? Good business?
Building. Always building. Thanks to you.
Okay, the tradesman?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
It's a shame Segret didn't survive Haven.
It is.
I'm
but
sorry.
one must continue.
That's it?
I
He
tried.
was a shrewd man, but it was none too pleasant. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Okay, you're master of your group.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
Yeah, fair enough. So what can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
Well, thank you.
We'll speak another
and
time.
Goodbye.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Who are you?
It's you. Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, bud.
Something on your mind?
Nope, there's nothing
right
to
now.
talk about.
Perhaps
cool,
in
cool,
a
cool.
bit.
Is there anything up here? Is this where you sleep, Blackwall? Nope. Whee! Okay.
Glad I'm working with you, I'm not one of them.
What? Assassins? Templars? Mages? Magisters?
No, one of them.
Sisters? Nobles? Merchants? Commission men?
Elves, you twit.
Is that it? Human.
I am literally stood right next to you. The irony. to that sentence, you're following an elf, hun. Okay, mixed elements. I'll match best I can, but there are two whatever that one says, I can't say it. Here, Skyhold was built in stages or rebuilt. It is where we want to invest. If it's fallen before, we can be sure it won't fall again. Okay, Jane Foundation repairs. 2 words. The Inquisitor, invest and commit. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Deep. Okay. Weren't my things done? Maybe I should go... Oh. Hello. Okay, news for theaters. Haven destroyed by darkest menace. Dire news for the Frostbags. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. Oh god, I bet everyone's running around screaming in chaos. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. Ooh, however, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and the Inquisition leadership survived and have found a refuge somewhere else.
Not so standard. That'll guide the dragon right in.
What's this?
Across the growing leech, that growing pincushion will be ripe for swords. Not easy. Never said it'd be easy.
What's up here? Sorry, I'm just looking around because, well, why not? You know? Why not? I thought there'd be something here. Woo! Oh wait, there was a door over here. Oh. Okay. Sure. What is this? Is this my house? Oh. Okay.
Of course.
Of course. Another time. A letter home. Father, no, I will not come home. I know what happened to Haven. I was there, and I am not afraid of death. If none of us are brave enough to stand, then all of us will fall. I am your son. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed at that. If you trust nothing else, trust me. The Inquisition is our only hope. Aw, that's so cute. I also would like to request that you stop using such language to refer to the Inquisition. To the Inquisitor. It is not what you think. She is not trying to replace the divine or Chantry or become a god. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not trying to do any of those things. I'm just trying to survive. I know it's hard for you to see an elf in a position of such power. Oh, God. But I think it's time for you to think about what you feel, about why you feel the way you do about them. Don't you remember the stories of Andraste and the elves who helped her? If the Inquisitor is really Andraste's herald, maybe it's Andraste sending us a message telling us to let go of our foolish hatred. I just hope you'll be able to see that this is what I want to do, what I want, and what I feel is my duty. I think Mother would be proud, and I know she would want, I know she would want you to be proud of me too, your son, and dedicated Inquisition soldier. Oh, bless him! What a little angel! You stand up to your father. You tell him what you want to do. If that's your dream to follow me, then that's your dream. Lift your voices. I hope you are excited for our next meeting. I certainly am. In these dark times, the fellowship and the song will keep us from the depths of despair. Let us lift our voices and our spirits. Here are the pieces we will be learning in the upcoming weeks. Lyrics and musical notations are available in the archives, so come prepared. Okay, the Storm Coast claim, Circles of Flame, The Girl in Red Crossing, the Ballad of Nuggins. Scales Harding fought hard for this one, so she will conduct. Twinkling Lucia of the Heavens, Whither You Took My Gold, or the Jolly Tavern, I'll Jason's Ride, I Shall Prevail. Although there were many votes for Andraste's Mabari, I have decided to leave it off the list, as the attempts to perform it tend to leave most trial members a sobbing mess. P.S. I understand that some of you subject to being called the Sing Inquisition. God. If you can't come up with a better name, it is not your place to criticize. And no, the Hairy Harold is not a better name. That's so silly. Can't we get them better beds? I feel like I don't want them sleeping on the floor. They're doing so much work for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of want them to have a better bedroom. Oh, can't go between you guys. Okay, I've gone in there.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
That's Cole again. He's being naughty. Oh, it's busy in here. Okay. Herald's Rest. A place for all in service here to rest, regroup, and persevere. Though weights the heart, remember best your saving grace, the Herald's Rest. Guys, sway with me. I literally love this girl's voice. Okay. Tavern notice. Archers contest Saturday. All challengers welcome. Sister Leliana to judge, except Varric and Bianca. That's so funny.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin?
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
Well, no. Welcome to the Inquisition.
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the Tavern.
How's morale?
What's the current mood?
Ennui.
Where did you train?
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
In bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home, during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Teven recipe. The secret is ale.
Whoa, really? Ale? If you're so jaded, why join?
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
If I could fight, I'd be in a helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything. Who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it. Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
Sorry, I'm just listening to the music in the background. I did not hear a word he just said.
As you were.
Inquisitor?
Oh, it's just so beautiful.
Now flee from the dragon's heart, warring battle scarred eyes, breaching to the fate has come. Demon, please spare my life and our sons.
Ah, beautiful. Okay, take back the sky, a tavern cheer. Now gather your drunkards, and these begin. Those songs of our heroes, or wars our kin. Well, now the fight's ours, and none of us cowards. We'll drink all our hours, because we know we can win. What's a song? Oh, die, 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 die! Sorry, I got excited. Oh wow. That was funny. Oh, that just bloody made me jump. Hey there, boo.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
Oh, nothing's different then. Okay, I've already asked all of this.
We'll talk later.
Okay, who else is here? Oh, hey, boo. Why are you sat by yourself? Why aren't you sat with your buddy over there?
Can I help you?
No? Nothing. I've already asked all that.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I like that he calls me boss, I'm not gonna lie.
I hope I can help somehow.
Who are you?
Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor. I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Alrighty.
I'm telling you, I saw who I saw.
The champion? You say you saw the champion, and I'm supposed to believe you.
The champion?
I was in Kirkwall.
Yeah, you
When I
did.
see her.
Ah!
And he is the champion. Here.
She's not anymore, sadly. She's gone. Oh, I'm outside now.
What are you doing?
He's so cute. I can't with him. He's just too precious. What are you doing? With his weird little hat.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the Chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Do you hear everything?
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Why are they all things that are sad? That must be so sad for him, though. He never hears any joy, any happiness, any love. All things that are, well, bad, really. Can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Wait, what?
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, what are you doing? Bye. Cole.
Better.
They don't remember you?
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
Oh. For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it.
What the hell?
But it helped. That's what matters.
Okay. Denial is just glitching here, there, and everywhere. Okay. So he lets them forget. Okay. Well, he helped. So I guess that's something. Maybe? I think that was the right thing to do. Okay, so let's do some reading. Cole. Didn't we? Okay. We definitely read about Cole, but I don't think we read this bit. So, if you believe that Cole truly wishes to help the Inquisition and can be trusted to do it so safely, I am willing to give him a chance to prove himself. As Solas insists that he is a spirit made manifest in the form of a young man, not a demon possessing an unwilling victim, I concede that he may not be malicious. Nevertheless, Cole's abilities concern me. I would ask Leliana to have him watched, but most of Skyhold seems unable to see this spirit or remember him, even if informed of his existence. The servants complain of odd occurrences, items misled or moved to strange locations, but have thus far been unable to see or remember the person responsible. Such actions appear harmless thus far, but I remain vigilant. Who was that? Oh, that was me. Okay, and this is Cassandra. Cole, oh, maybe that was Cassandra's. So Cole appreciates the Inquisition helping those who are hurting and in need. Okay, was there someone else? The champion of Kirkwall. What the hell is that? What? I don't know what that is. What is that supposed to be? What is that? Are those claws? I do not know what that is, but it looks really weird. Okay. From refugee to champion. Okay. I just realised that I am not at the top. There we go. I've heard the name Hawke on several lips this week, and many of us blame the champion for the events in Kirkwall, which sparked a war and hurled all Theodis into chaos. But can we truly fault Hawke for what she did? No, we can't. She was great. Here was a poor refugee from Ferelden who came to the Free Marches fleeing the Blight. Coming from a family of apostates, Hawke must have spent her life hiding from Templars, hearing about the abuses to which mages under the care of the Circle were subjected. Make no mistake, there were abuses. We will never find a peaceful solution to this conflict until we admit that they were partially responsible. Imagine how it must have been for Hawke when she rose to prominence for her role in the ending of the Qunari threat of 934. From refugee to champion of Kirkwall, Hawke's position gave her power and influence. Nothing could touch her. That makes sense as to why Meredith couldn't come near us. But although the champion of Kirkwall walked free, there were mages in the gallows who did not. The thought must have rankled. Are the champion's actions during the Mage uprising so hard to understand, given all I have said? Following the destruction of the Chantry, Knight Commander Meredith invoked the right of annulment and called for the execution of every mage in Kirkwall. Oh. That, in my opinion, was the problem. If she took Anders accountable for his actions, then that would have been different. If they judged Anders, but the fact that she just shifted it onto every other mage, whilst the mage who caused the drama was right in front of her, it's a problem. Anywho, are the champion's actions during the Mage uprising so hard to understand, given all I have said? Following the destruction of the Chantry, Knight Commander Meredith invoked the... Oh, I already read that. And it was not right. Another injust added to an already lengthy list. Hawke knew it and stood against her. She put herself between the Templars and the Mages they sought to destroy and became a legend, even though later she disappeared, fleeing Kirkwall and the Chantry's justice. What happened in Kirkwall that day changed Theodis forever. By defying Meredith and our order, Hawke became a beacon of for the Mage rebellion. Oops. That gave the Mages hope, rallied. Oh my god! Rallied them! They fought back, and here we now stand, on the eve of the Divine Conclave, seeking peace before the rebellion destroys us all. Well, we know how that one ended. Who's this? Samson. Let's look at this picture. Oh, he looks evil. Okay. Do you know Samson on your own? You may... Nope. There we go. I want to make this... I was going to say that didn't make any sense. I want to make clear every man and woman in our army do not challenge the Red Templars leaders, General Samson, on your own. That makes more sense. You may have heard stories of Samson used to be a Templar in Kirkwall until he was thrown out of the order, that he became vagrant begging for coin to buy lium. The man no longer exists. The friend who attacked us at Haven had the strength of 12 men, and Samson has the training of a Templar and all the power of red lyrium at his command. For those who did not see it firsthand, he is as dangerous as any demon, perhaps worse. Treat him as such. Ooh. I will hold personally accountable any officers who do not communicate this order to their soldiers. Dun dun dun. Cullen's putting his foot down. Okay, everyone else has been read. Groups. Okay, Tevinter society. To those outside Tevinter Imperium, it is easy to imagine a society filled with mages and elf slaves and little elves. In truth, there are 3 different Tevinters. Each of them a world completely separated from the other. There are the mages, land nobility, completely obsessed with competing for supremacy with each other, almost to the exclusion of paying any heed to the nation's enemies, such as the Quinari. The well-bred Alauts sneer at the Latents, who in turn sneer at the Fratarii. They vie for dominance in the Magisterium, where factions shift and flow on a daily basis, with deadly consequences, requiring every family to put a veneer of perfect citizenship or face scandal and censure. Then there are the so-called Sapari? What? Saparati? The Sleepers. Those are the non-magical citizens who vastly outnumber the mages. Oh, and are beholden to their whims. Many are resentful of this status, plotting in secret, and even they secretly hope their children will possess magical talents. And an enticing lure, since the talent could conceivably show up in anyone, even a slave. It would be easy to forget that Tevinter possesses a massive clan of publicans, the civil servants and leaders of the legionaries. It has an enormous merchant class, enough teeming poor to drown any other nation in Thedas, as the shadowy thieves called whatever, are practically treated with respect. And then there are the slaves. One would think they at least see each other as equals. Of course they don't, but it's not quite so, yes. Whoa, what a shock. The divine between the freed, the liberati, those who act as personal servants to magisters, those who work on farms and factories, and the service publishers who do all the tasks proper citizens will not. It is all but in some, I don't know what that says, all but whatever, but perhaps in emanation of those who own them. Imperium slaves will connive and scheme and try anyhow. Outsiders might see it as futile, but the Tevinter citizens, their nation's social classes, are the most mutual and rewarded of merit in all of Thedas. Okay, my brain's actually collapsing on me right now. There's just so much. My God, can't it just read for me? It'll be so much easier for my brain. Like, I know what, I get to a point where I just can't read anymore. I just can't retain any more information, and I'm getting to that point. The Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here. That is the divine in Varric reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestionable throughout Thedas. Do not believe it. Well, I could have told you that. The Maker's second commandment: magic must serve man, but not rule over him. Oh my God, I should just get that tattooed on my forehead. God, the amount of times they've said this is ridiculous, because it's just not true. Never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry, interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, that otherwise their magic could benefit the rulers of the man as much as possible. When the clerics of Tevinter altered the chant of light to reflect their interpretation of the commandments, the divine in Varric ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Varric, an argument that grew until in 487 Tau, the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted divine Valhale, who was not only male, but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Tevinter circle of Magi. The Black Divine was revealed outside Tevinter, his existence an offense to the Chantry in Varric. After 4 exalted marches in dislodge these rebels, all that the Chantry in Varric accomplished was to cement the separation. Whilst most aspects of the Imperial Chantry teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic has been weakened, and male priests have become more prevalent. Ooh, the circle of the Magi today rule Tevinter directly, ever since the Archon Numaran was elected in the 734 storm directly from the ranks of the enchanters. A great applause from the public. He dispensed with old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within an age, the true rulers within the various imperial houses, the mages, took their places openly within the government. The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as Divine and Grand Enchanter both. Ooh, that's such power right there, man. Honestly, that's kind of wild. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside of Tevinter, a return to the days of the magisters, which brought the blight down upon us. But it exists, and even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Quinari, still they have endured. Yeah, they've been fighting it for 200 years. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. Okay, the Magisterium. There is a mistaken impression outside the Tevinter Imperium that a Magister is simply a mage, and the mere act of being a mage is all that requires to be among the ruling class. A misrepresentation aided, no doubt, by Tevinter mages claiming the title outside their homeland to take advantage on its reputation. In truth, being a magister requires one hold a seat in the magisterium, the upper house of the Imperial Senate. This is the body that makes the law and which choose the new archon if... My eyes gave up then. If there is no approved heir. The Senate lowest house, the publications consist of elected officials, but it has no true power and is considered a bureaucratic body. Magisters, meanwhile, come from the ranks of Circle of Magi and the Imperium Chantry, but most hold the seats of virtue on an archon, having granted it to their families long ago. It is not technically required for a magister to be a mage, indeed. After the transfiguration that saw the old gods abandoned, the Andrastians embraced, most were not. Since the Tower's age, however, non-magic and magisterium have slowly been weeded out. Makes sense. A true magister is thus a figure of real power in Tevinter. All mages serve at their pleasure, and any mage any mage not of proper lineage has no influence outside of that which personal wealth and talent provide. Is that it? Yes, thank God. Okay, let's move on. Magic. Where are you? There you are. Okay, Spirit of Wisdom. When the summoning ritual was complete, the spirit appeared. Both spirits and demons have no gender, as we understand it, but this one, much like the rare and dangerous Desire Demon, presented as female. Although its form was not threatening, the spirit carried itself with a confidence and awareness, I suppose, that I have seen only in the most powerful of demons. The Spirit of Wisdom was polite and courteous. It answered our questions about the Fade, even acknowledging the difficulty when we could not understand what it meant. There was none of the bargaining one normally associates with a summoned creature, save that the spirit sometimes asks us questions as well. Harris shared a mathematical formula he had recently proven, whilst Eterine explained her study on magical themes in the Chant of Lium, and young Reese talked a little about his mother. Okay. When we were finished, the spirit thanked us for the conversation and then vanished, though none of us had dismissed it. We soon discovered that the summoning ritual we had devised was critically flawed. The spirit had been under no compulsion to come or remain. All the time it had talked to us, it had stayed of its own volition. Harris was greatly concerned that such a powerful spirit remained free, and has updated the ritual to correct for the weakness in the binding enchantment. I understand his caution, but I also confess that I quite enjoy the conversation. I am not certain the spirit would have talked so freely had it been shackled at the time. Pretty cool. Okay. Where? Why are you saying... Oh, here. I thought we already read Skyhold. We read that bit. We read Skyhold. I don't know... okay, well, here we are. Okay, lovely. A little cheeky quick save. Okay, before anything, I was going to end the video, but you know what? Before we end the video... Where am I? I kind of fancy... I nearly just walked off the edge then. I kind of fancy sitting on this throne, because didn't they say that we had to do something?
Committed to independence, I hear. Shame.
Or should we go to the war room? Let's go to the war room first. That's quarters. Before we do that, let's do this. So then they're kind of done for next episode. And then we'll go to thingy-majig. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Are they done? Hello, there we go. Okay. Okay, reclaiming the Mage Rebellion. So, Commander, a lot of mages just showed up. I hope they're friendlies, because if they're not, we're in trouble. Hinterland resource. Our shipment of resources from Hinterlands has arrived. Okay, we have our first group of recruits. I will continue to search for more. Now the tricky part, training. Okay, so... Alchemist. Oh, protect the clan. Dorian, suppress, gather coin, force back. Follow Myers.
The order was sent?
This morning.
Okay, well, I'll do Cullen for this one. The Crest region is known as a source of the herb Imperium, as well as the stone known as obsidian. Now that the Inquisition has a camp established, forces can send out in search for deposits of these resources and transport them back to Skyhold.
To work?
Power for a price. Okay, it is time. The Inquisition commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of her influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bands and isles, where they could not be engaged with plight or passion. They can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight and has boons. And the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, she needs no curry influence. She can simply buy it. Should we do Josephine? A feat of your own. Display the allied and powerful.
Let us begin.
And then protect again. I think I'll do Cullen for that one next. Search for the hack writer. Okay. Ripples. First off, play means hand with grace. Second, the lead you dig out for me on finding Belfrin's guy in Kirkle is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a Karai boss, and so tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracked down the poor sod carrying the manuscript of Kirkle. This is where it gets weird. The carrier is a magistrate lord. Oh. Courier won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you can have a polite word with him for me. I'll get Leliana to do that one, actually.
Let's see what we have.
Cool. Okay. Lovely. Get out of here. Go away. Bye. This war table is overwhelmingly overwhelming. Okay. So now that that is done, let's sit on my throne. Does it have swords? Oh my god. What a moment. What a moment. Okay. Let's do this.
Impressive, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it.
Great.
It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Okay, who will I judge?
Who will I be judging exactly? Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
A grim responsibility.
Still more lives in my hands.
Great.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Alright, let's do it.
Is there anyone I should judge? Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Ooh. Okay. This is deep.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat. Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
With a goat? Are you still a threat?
You're a chieftain of the Avar. Will your attacks persist?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Should I just exile him? To Tevinter. Oh, to Tevinter. Should I just do this one?
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Oh, they approve? They all approve. Oh! Mad! Yes, I said that with confidence. I knew what I was doing. Cool. Alright. Sure. Should I do it again? Is there any more that should I do one more time?
You recall Dorian Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid.
Ooh.
The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own knife, no less.
Ooh.
Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
Ooh, these are grave charges. Ooh.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm a bit torn because he is a very powerful mage, you know what I mean? Like, he's smart, he was altering time. But then, I don't know. Maybe I will make him research.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution? Very well.
Oh. Okay, I had a few disapprovals there, but that's okay. Okay, nice! Little cheeky quick save. Woo, lovely. Well guys, on that note, the video is going to be coming to an end. So that was us exploring Skyhold and getting to know some of our new companions. Well, Cole's our only new companion now, isn't it? First it was Dorian, now it's Cole. So yeah, we've just been exploring, getting to know some people. We saw Hawke. I'm so happy. We might be seeing Alistair soon, which I'm also really happy for. And Solas and I kissed. I kind of like it. I don't know. I just kind of... Yeah. There's just something about him that's just very intriguing. There's something about him. I don't know. He tries not to get too close. But he wants me just as much as I want him, it seems. But yeah, so that's basically everything that's happened this episode. Just a lot of exploring, a lot of just talking to everyone and just seeing how they are mentally with what happened last episode. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to give a little cheeky like. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and I will see you all soon, guys. Bye!